Welcome back to Royal Watch Daily, your go-to channel for thoughtful, in-depth updates and the untold layers behind the stories involving Catherine, Princess of Wales, and the broader royal family. We're grateful to our viewers for joining us as we unpack developments with care, respect for facts, and a commitment to fairness, because real understanding comes from examining all sides without rushing to judgment. Prince Harry's urgent departure from California, prompted by Piers Morgan's resurfaced images and the lingering shadow of Ghislaine Maxwell's past associations. In the quiet urgency of early 2026, Prince Harry appears to have left Montecito behind, not as part of a planned royal return or charitable endeavor, but in what feels like a personal bid to escape mounting pressures that have turned his carefully built California life into something confining. The bridges he once symbolically burned with Britain now represent perhaps his only viable path forward. This move seems tied directly to explosive claims revived by journalist Piers Morgan, who has long challenged aspects of Meghan Markle's public narrative. The focus? Photographs allegedly showing her in elite social circles during her pre-royal years, circles some link to Jeffrey Epstein's world and Ghislaine Maxwell's influence. These aren't casual snapshots of a young actress enjoying success. They raise uncomfortable questions about past connections in high-stakes environments known for glamour, masking deeper issues. Piers Morgan, who endured massive backlash, including over 57,000 complaints after his 2021 comments on Meghan, leading to his ITV exit, has stood firm. Insiders suggest he possessed material that could reframe her story, and his recent spotlight on these images has ignited fresh scrutiny. The photos reportedly place her at events like the 2015 Soho House Istanbul opening and luxury yacht gatherings, venues Maxwell reportedly favored for networking among the powerful. To grasp the weight here, consider the context. These weren't ordinary parties. They existed in a world where access, influence, and social positioning intertwined, often with Maxwell as a key connector. Some describe attendees, like Meghan, then a supporting actress on Suits, as social fillers, aspiring talents brought in to enliven scenes for wealthier guests. It offered proximity to opportunity, but little security or recognition. Questions linger. How did a cable TV salary support frequent international travel, luxury stays, and exclusive invites? Who funded it, and what expectations came with it? These resurfaced images shift the lens on her pre-royal life from a classic Hollywood rise to something more calculated amid a now notorious network. While no direct criminal involvement is proven or alleged against her, the proximity raises valid concerns about what was witnessed or known in those settings. The crumbling Montecito dream. Meanwhile, life in California has grown increasingly isolated. The $14 million Montecito estate, once hailed as a sanctuary of freedom, now feels like a beautiful but burdensome retreat. Local sources describe growing social distance in a community that prizes discretion. Old money families and established stars like Oprah and Ellen have reportedly pulled back from invitations. The Sussexes' style of public commentary clashes with the low-key ethos there. Professionally, the picture is stark. Multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix and Spotify, once celebrated as the foundation of their independent empire, have faltered. Spotify's Bill Simmons famously called them grifters before early termination. Netflix projects, starting with a documentary heavy on royal grievances, drew initial interest but failed to build lasting appeal or deliver promised content. Industry insiders note frustration over unmet expectations, leading to stalled or canceled ventures. Internally, Archwell has seen high turnover, 11 key staff departures in short order, including Executive Director James Holt, who relocated his family to support their vision, only to leave quietly. Such churn signals deeper leadership strains in any organization. Financially, the strain is acute. Hefty mortgage payments, millions in annual security costs, staff, and upkeep without steady income streams make the lavish setup unsustainable. What was marketed as authentic independence now appears fragile and increasingly untenable. Ghislaine Maxwell's shadow and the fear of revelation. At the center of renewed anxiety lies Ghislaine Maxwell, serving 20 years in federal prison for her role in Epstein's trafficking network. Her long silence once protected a web of influential names, but with little left to lose, reports suggest she's begun cooperating or sharing details, potentially naming associates, timelines, or events to aid investigators or seek leniency. Maxwell's knowledge of flights, islands, parties, and social venues makes her a pivotal figure. Connections via Soho House, a hub for elite networking in the 2010s where Epstein and Maxwell were fixtures, heighten the stakes if paths overlapped. The real risk isn't always direct accusation. It's being drawn in as a witness to establish chronologies or place people in specific contexts. Harry witnessed this nightmare unfold with Prince Andrew. Initial PR management gave way to court revelations, subpoenas, depositions, and irreversible fallout. Title stripped, public life ended. Similar dynamics, proximity to Epstein and Maxwell circles, could resurface, especially if past legal probes, like Giuffre-related cases, viewed certain figures as potential witnesses. Echoes of past questions and the weight of transparency. These developments invite renewed scrutiny of other inconsistencies in Meghan's story, like the handling of pregnancies. Royal tradition, exemplified by Catherine's open Linden Wing appearances shortly after birth, emphasizes accountability. In contrast, announcements around Archie involved shifts from home birth plans to private hospital delivery without clear explanation, alongside observed variations in appearance that fueled speculation. While explainable by normal pregnancy changes or privacy choices, the lack of openness in a public-facing role bred lasting doubt. In monarchy, where symbolism matters deeply, such opacity can erode trust. When combined with questions about earlier years, it forms a pattern some see as prioritizing narrative control over candor. A painful return, not reconciliation, but refuge. Harry's flight to the UK feels like a last resort bid for institutional protection from an entity with unmatched resources, top legal teams, discreet influence, and a history of managing crises. European royals have quietly absorbed pasts, examples Sweden's Sofia or Norway's Mette-Marit, by embracing discretion and loyalty. For Harry, it demands surrendering hard-won independence, submitting to family authority he once rejected, and acknowledging the American chapter's failures. The personal toll is immense, confronting what he knew, when, and whether he aided concealment. The alternative? Relentless questions under oath, potential subpoenas, and scrutiny that could engulf his wife and family. The monarchy prioritizes survival above all. It has historically shielded the core while distancing outsiders when necessary. Meghan, seen as the catalyst for disruption, may not receive the same cover. Reports suggest Harry traveled alone, with Meghan eyeing other options, Texas or Europe, hinting at strain in their partnership under pressure. Their silence amid these claims, despite past legal actions over lesser matters, speaks volumes. No denials, no clarifications, just quiet. This saga underscores a timeless truth. When built on incomplete transparency, hidden debts, financial or otherwise, and eroded trust, foundations weaken. Harry now seeks shelter in the very institution he critiqued, while the ghosts of past associations refuse to stay buried. What are your thoughts on this complex chapter? Share respectfully below. We value diverse perspectives. Thank you for watching Royal Watch Daily. Stay thoughtful, stay informed, and we'll see you soon. Take care.